Oh. Smiling on TV.
Hi. Are you gonna be able to see you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, perfect. Just like organizing stuff.
Okay, so
I'm just like gonna refresh my mind about the Spanish American War lesson. Okay, I'm ready.
yeah, so I know that at least from my perspective, it was sort of a hard lesson to teach.
Yeah.
Because I felt like it was a lot of information, and just sort of condensing it. I mean, going back and watching like the video of it, I felt like I was a little long-winded at times, and I wish I'd been like a little more creative in making the lesson, just like the flow of the lesson. Because I think like also while I was presenting it that day, I ran into some behavior issues, which also sort of hampered it. But I don't know. I mean, overall it was okay. I mean, I think it was really interesting stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm like going back and watching it. There was obviously it wasn't perfect.
Yeah, I think that I think you taped the helium class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Not the
second period.
Second period, I taped, yeah.
I think the biggest hurdle you're gonna have to overcome in that class is the girls who've kind of decided to tune you out, and for reasons unbeknownst to me, like. And so. Like I know I've like encouraged you to kind of reach out to them. And it's not going to be easy because they're A, girls, and B, kind of stubborn, I think.
Yeah, I know.
And so I think that's something that you're gonna, because I feel like in that class you tend to gravitate to the boys because they are like pretty like
pretty friendly. And, like,
friendly, and like they ask good questions, and it's easy to like kind of gravitate to them, and like kind of leave the girls like kind of to their own devices, because A, they're not like super chatty, but they're like also not paying attention.
Yeah, I know. Like I know Michaela a lot. Like especially I want to.
Jemiah.
Yeah, Jemiah. Because I know like even today, separate lesson, but I mean it was like I was trying to be conscious of that, but just with all the turmoil of switching classes, I ended up having to write her Michaela's name on the board, which I was like, oh man, I was trying to
I think with Michaela, I mean, and just in general with kids, like if you are fair with them and not, they don't feel like you're like the reason why the kids don't give me a hard time with writing their names on the board is because they know I'm like fair with them. Like I'm not gonna write their name on the board unless they deserve it, and then they know they deserve it because they like, and so. I think she's a fair, like wants everything to be fair, and so I'm not sure I wasn't there when you were writing the names on the board, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I mean it was okay.
Yeah, so that with that class specifically, like connecting with those girls in some way, I'm not sure how.
I know I need to.
I connected with them because I worked with them after school, so. In like our little secret club that we have, they're in it. So, but they do want to do well, and they will like they want. So like I think your approach will be good. Like you're there to help them. Like you want to help them to be successful. I think they'll like be attracted to that, and I think that will work. So yeah, I think sometimes maybe like when it's like I think like I was looking at your slides. Like this is for me, like I would break that into 2 slides just because it's a lot of information to go through, and it like means then you're talking more, and then they're like.
Yeah. Also, I feel like I don't need to put that much writing on a slide.
No.
I mean, honestly, like so. 1 or 2 words is enough.
Sometimes I mean it depends. Like when I'm making the slides, or like I'm thinking, okay, what do I really want them to get from this? And then I like put that in there, and then I put other things for myself, so I can remember to say it. But like the key is like kind of how we've been doing, like what do they actually really need to know, and then trying to maybe stick to that, because I mean having 7 points on a slide is a lot, and they
Yeah.
kind of will like zone out from that. So maybe like, and it sucks because like we just sat down. We have to go through like ridiculous amounts of stuff, and how to do that and not put too much things in the slides is like hard to do. So it's a balance I'm trying to figure out too.
Cool.
And also just I always try to find one story to tell.
Yeah, that
And
was.
I think you've been doing much better with that. Sometimes I think my stories are way more interesting than they do.
But no, I think it's good.
Yeah, and then I think that 7th period class is when we when the students started acting out too with the same lessons. I wonder, like, I didn't feel like the lesson went bad. I just felt like the kids were being like testing you a little bit.
Yeah, so I think I don't know, just being consistent with them. I think like over time it'll be better.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and just building that relationship with them. When I'm teaching, maybe even like sitting with them, like. I don't know. That's my like the only reason why I teach is for the relationship. So
Yeah, so I'll definitely work on that.
there you go.
Yeah.